What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to 55 Fandom. It is time. I have not done one of these properly since Doctor Strange: The Multiverse of Madness. I did one on Thor: Love and Thunder, but that was on my TikTok page. But it is time for my Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 predictions. I am so excited, as you can tell by my voice. I am so excited for this film. I'm seeing it in 3 days. I'm seeing it 2 days early. I'm seeing it on May the 3rd. I am so ready for this film. I can't tell you how ready I am. So what I'm going to be doing for you guys is I'm going to be going through each Guardian, each main Guardian, and telling you what I think their fate is and what's going to happen to them after the end of the film. Blah, 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 blah. So leave your predictions down in the comments below. No spoilers on this video, please. So let's get into it right now. Rocket. For Rocket, I mean, this guy, he's my favourite Guardian. But I have to put it out there, Rocket might bite it in this film. I gotta be honest with you guys. And, like, from everything we see, from what, the villain, the High Revolutionary, from what he does to Rocket, and this is going to be, like, Rocket's story, and James Gunn has said he's the secret protagonist. I think Rocket, out of all the Guardians, has the highest chance of dying in this film. And I'm going to go and say I think Rocket will die in this film, but I hope it's not true, but I think he could be dying. So that's where I visualize Rocket at the end of the film. I think the Otter, the Lila, I think he'll have this really emotional moment where he's like, I said no to one of the High Evolutionaries' experiments, and he killed Lila right in front of me. So I hope Rocket, is the one to defeat the High Evolutionary, and I hope he gets some peace, but maybe, the High Evolutionary stabs him before he dies. So, yeah, I think Rocket's gonna die, everyone. Groot, I think, is completely safe. They've killed Groot twice. I think Groot will go into the MCU for a long, long time, because all you have to say is, I am Groot. So they could hire, any actor to do that. I think Groot will live on in the MCU forever. He'll be in, every single film that they can put him in. Groot sells toys. Everyone loves Groot. Groot won't die. And Groot will be safe until the MCU dies. Groot's just always going to be there. Star-Lord. Now, at the start, I didn't think Star-Lord would die, and I still don't think he's going to die. However, his chances of not surviving have been heightened by some of the trailers, but I think he is going to survive. I think he's going to lead this new crew of Guardians that I think we're going to get a new reform of Guardians at the end of the film. And I don't think he's going to get together with this Gamora. I think him and this Gamora are just too different, and I think they're going to go their separate ways, and Star-Lord's just going to be thankful for the time and memories he had with his Gamora, and he's going to find out that him and that Gamora aren't compatible. And I think he's just going to move on and maybe be quite lonely in the films that we see him in. Like a survivor who didn't want to survive. And I think he's going to keep himself busy with being the leader of the new Guardians while he's kind of dealing with this. So I think Star-Lord's safe, basically. Gamora. Now, I don't really believe that Gamora will be dying again. I mean, we've seen her die. I think what this film is going to do is kind of end the story of Gamora and Star-Lord and say that maybe this Gamora wasn't meant to go with this Star-Lord. I think they'll go their separate ways, and I think what Gamora will do is similar to what I think Nebula will do. I think Gamora will go, guarding the galaxy with the Ravengers, trying to repay for her previous mistakes in life. So I think that's where we're going to see Gamora at the end of this film. Nebula. Now, I think Nebula, kind of the same as Gamora. I think that she may go with Gamora to obviously help out the galaxy, but I wouldn't say there's a 0% chance. I'd say there's a higher chance than 0. Maybe she gets together with Star-Lord. I don't know, but I wouldn't put it past James Gunn. So I think that's where Nebula's going to end up at the end of this film. Drax. I think Drax is going to die. I mean, there's a lot of things they did wrong with Drax. He wasn't the one to kill Thanos. I mean, come on. Thanos killed his wife and daughter. And I think they were a bit lost with what to do with Drax. So I think Drax is going to, have this heroic battle. In the trailers, he's, kind of against Adam Warlock. I think he's going to go down fighting, and he's going to be like, I'm glad you were all my friends. So I think Drax will die in this film. I don't know what they could do with him, because obviously they didn't do the Thanos arc. Mantis. I think out of all the Guardians, Drax, Rocket, and Mantis have the highest chance of dying. I think Mantis will possibly sacrifice herself to save Peter Quill because of she's his sister now, and that still baffles me. Like, of course she'd be your sister in Volume 2. Why didn't you click? I think she's going to be so distraught that Drax has died. I think she's like, I don't want to lose another friend. And, like, she sacrifices herself for Peter Quill. I think Mantis is going to go on a lot of soul searching in this film and see what she wants for herself. And I think by the end of the film, she's going to find out who she is. Who is Mantis? What does Mantis want? So I think that's where we're going to see Mantis. As for Cosmo the dog, it's the dog. I don't think they'd kill this dog. I mean, Cosmo's only been in 2 appearances in the MCU thus far, and I like Cosmo the dog, so I think Cosmo might be a part of the new Guardians. Which brings me on to Adam Warlock. I think Adam Warlock would be a part of this new Guardians as well. You know that post-credit at the end of Volume 2? You know that post-credit at the end of Volume 2? This one? Yeah. So, I think Star-Lord will make this new team of Adam Warlock, those Guardians that we saw at the end of Volume 2, and Cosmo. So I think that's where we're going to see kind of Star-Lord at the end of the film, and maybe we get Guardians 4, but like with a different director. So I think that's where we see Adam Warlock. Finally, I think Kraglin, I think he'll go with Gamora and Nebula to try and help out the galaxy as much as he can. But anyway, guys, that is my predictions for Guardians 3. What do you think? Thank you guys for watching, and until next time, my friends, bye-bye.